The following is a presentation of the Belmont Abbey Sports Network. Cycling, a sport of endurance and mental fortitude. It's no easy challenge for any athlete, yet here at Belmont Abbey, led by Coach Derek Dalzell, national championships are won, friendships are formed, and a highly competitive team pushes one another to be the very best. Today on the Belmont Abbey Sports Network, we take an in-depth look at the cycling program, talk to Coach Dalzell, some of his students, and spend time in the city of Lowell for a time trial. Before we head out to the street, we spoke with Coach Dalzell and his cyclists about what it's like to be part of the program here at the Abbey.
One thing we always do at the Abbey, every race we go into, we have a plan. It's broken down using data analytics. It's broken down for each specific rider. Then we put that rider into the team's plan overall. So every single time we go into a race, we have 6 or 7 ways the race can unfold and have somebody winning, which I think we do better than some other programs across the country.
I love it here. Just like the class sizes are a bit smaller, so you get more one-on-one attention in the classroom, which also is really helpful come race season because you have a really good connection with your teacher, so they're more willing to work with you when you have to miss a class or make up a test or whatever that may be.
We spend most of our time together. You know, one of my teammates is my best friend from Mississippi, and we're roommates too, so, you know, we're together all the time. We're like brothers at this point, and even the freshmen, you know, that we just really started to get to know, we've all kind of bonded really well.
I think what drove me the most was definitely the cycling aspect of it. I wanted to get out of Texas and just be somewhere new. And I'd gone to visit like multiple schools, but when I came up here, it was just automatic. Like the second I saw Belmont Abbey, I knew this is where I wanted to be. And it was just like a very homey feeling, a very small school, and so I thought I'd fit in pretty well here.
As we head out to Lowell, the team begins to start one at a time with 1 minute between each cyclist. With the race underway, we ask Coach Dalzell and the students what it takes to be a successful college cyclist.
The best characteristics that I constantly find in cyclists and are the type of recruits that we want here and are the cyclists we have on the team are they are hungry to learn, they are hungry to get better, they are motivated, and they buy into a plan. So if you talk to a lot of our cyclists here, they'll talk about the team mentality, the family mentality. That's all part of the plan of, hey, it doesn't have to be me. It can be my teammates, and I'm still just as happy because that's what it takes, is being able to buy in and give everything you have, even if that means you're sacrificing your chances of a win.
I think it's really mental. Like physical, of course, you have to be an athlete to do this, but it is extremely mental. It's a grueling sport. But honestly, it's just knowing that you want to be your best every chance that you get on that start line. And whether it's for yourself, like mountain biking is kind of more individualistic, or whether it's like for your teammate. Like when you get on the road and you know you're going to be there and like race for your teammate to win, it's just that like all-in mindset that every time you touch that start line, you're going to give it 100% no matter like how you're feeling that day. It's
definitely an interesting sport where the strongest rider doesn't always win. You got to be smart. You got to learn how to conserve your energy. One guy might have 5 matches to burn and you might only have 3, but you can always outsmart him and get him at the end. And definitely you have to learn how to suffer. If you can't hurt more than the other guy, you're just not cut out for the sport.
You got to have a level of crazy, honestly. There's so much time you got to put on the bike. There's a lot of toughness you got to go through.
I think it's just when you have such a great team and a great group of people like we do here at Belmont, and you wake up in the mornings for workouts and races and you do all that stuff together, you just have such a great support system wherever you go that no matter how you feel on race or the outcome, you know that it's always going to be a successful day with the people you are with.
Let's head back on the road where we get a great view of the entire course from freshman Tyler Reynolds and a strategically placed GoPro camera that took us for a spin. With Tyler continuing the race, we talked to some of the students about the influence of their head coach.
Just in the little time that I have known him, he's amazing. He has this inner squad stuff on the weekend, and so whether like we play a game together or we do a race together, he really enforces just being close with all your teammates.
Coach has meant a lot to me, honestly. It's like having a second dad up here, just someone who's there for you on and off the bike unconditionally. Like the amount of times that I've come to coach with just a completely unrelated cycling thing, and he's been there for us. And even last year we would have meetings teaching us how like to do your taxes, or like what you needed to know, how you should save like money for after college. He really just genuinely cares about us more than just like a national championship, which he's coached us into many national championships already, but he's also coached all of us to be amazing human beings.
He's really helped me develop into a track rider. Without his coaching and his expertise, I definitely wouldn't be where I am now. He's definitely a great motivator and has some good plans going into races, and we just try and execute them to the best of our abilities.
As Tyler finishes the race in second place, the rest of his teammates join him soon thereafter. The expectations are always high at the Abbey. We talk to Coach and some of the students about what they expect from themselves and the program.
We have a plan in place so we can race responsibly in the spring. Last year was our first year with a 4-year graduating class, so this is the 5th year of the program. So we don't have any of the original members anymore. So now everybody here is not part of that original squad. So they took us to a very high level of winning 4 national championships while they've been here. But I say this with all due respect to that class. I think this is the most talented team we've ever had.
I definitely, really look to become a team leader, just gain more experience in the collegiate cycling world. Definitely got to be stronger. There's only one way to go, and that's up. And if you can't go up, you just kind of plateau. And definitely looking for those national championship stripes at some point. Really looking forward to that, but it doesn't have to just be me. As long as we get anybody on the team in those stars and stripes jerseys, I'm happy.
I think it'd be really cool if we could get a national championship under our belt. I know the team already has one from, I think, last year, so I think it'd be really cool if we could achieve that again.
To be able to look back on this, like I said earlier, I was the first woman to commit here, and so to be able to be a senior now and have people like Lily and Summer and Kira and Raina who are just like absolute beasts on a bike, it is so exciting to be able to graduate with a wonderful class, but look back and know that like this is gonna excel extremely. And I can't wait to be like 25 or wherever I am in life, like riding my bike for fun and look back and see that like Lily got a national championship, and just to know that like I knew these people and I got to help like grow this team is such a great feeling.
The cycling program continues to churn out great talent and people, and the road ahead looks as promising as ever. This has been a presentation of the Belmont Abbey Sports Network.